Hey, what's going on, guys? Black Dissident, and I just wanted to talk or share with you guys a few of the Baofeng antennas that I've been messing around with a little bit, and I think these are some of the more common or more popular ones for the UV5R family of radios. So obviously they come with the little rubber ducky antennas, what everybody calls them. It's just like a little cheapo factory supplied antenna. I don't have one out here right now. I usually take them off and swap them for a different antenna. But I do still keep those antennas as spares because you never know, you may be out and break an antenna, or somebody else breaks the antenna, or you have some type of failure, and then you may have to supplement that with a spare. And if that's all you got, then it beats, not having an antenna at all, or trying to fabricate something on the fly. Is just an easier fix to me. So I still hold on to those antennas, and I keep them handy, but I generally don't really use them a whole lot. So one of the more common ones will be the Nagoya, and this is the NA771, and this got like the whip antenna, I think most people call them. It's a flexible antenna, and I really like these. I got a couple of these. They're long though, but they are flexible. So if you have to route it through some molly, or if it's in some type of kit or in a bag, or depending on your setup, this may be something that you may find to be suitable for your intended use. One of the other ones that I picked up a while back was a Nagoya, and this is the NA771R, which I guess means retractable, and it's a telescopic one. So it gets pretty tall. It's about the same as the whip antenna as far as height when it's deployed. But I like it for, depending on, again, how your kit is set up, or whatever type of use you have for your radio, you can collapse this thing down and it'll get pretty short like that right there. And it still works pretty well. But if you don't necessarily need all that antenna all the time, then you can have a more compact package with this 771R antenna. So I like that. And then if you need to stretch it out, you just go ahead and extend it, do what you got to do. And then if you want to stow it or put it back in a chest rig pouch or whatever, then you can make it shorter. So that's just another cool option to me. And then here is one of the tactical style folding antennas, military style, which you see commonly used by folks in the military, or you at least have if you've watched any kind of cool guy movies or anything. So this one will fold out like so, and it gets pretty tall, as you can see there, by comparison to the whip antenna. So yeah, and they got different size of these by different manufacturers. I think this one's made by Avery. I got it from Amazon, and it says here that it's suitable for 136 megahertz to 520 megahertz and up to 8 watts. So that'll work. And then you just want to fold it back. You just grab it, fold it down, and then they come with this little Velcro retainer, which I thought was really good too. And then you just reapply it, and then you got at least a somewhat more compact package, and then you can utilize it however you see fit there. So that's just 3 of the options that I have. I actually have 2 of these, and I got 2 of these, the whip antennas, but I only have 1 of the retractable ones. And then of course I still got all the rubber ducky, the little factory antennas that come with them. I keep those as well, but generally I keep the radio set up with some of the aftermarket antennas. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I don't know a whole lot about all the radio stuff. I'm still learning. I don't have a wealth of knowledge in that particular subject, but I am interested in learning more and more, and trying to figure out some of this stuff as I go through the processes. So I appreciate it. That's all I got for you guys. I just wanted to have a little quick chat about it. I'm out of here. But one of the cool things that I'm trying to do now is, like, that's really going to be helpful to me, and probably you too, is to just actually be able to get in the habit, or figure out a way to start actually utilizing the radios and actually using them and figuring them out and operating the menu items and stuff like that. And obviously there's a ton of information out there that we can use to increase our knowledge base. And that's what I've been doing. And also it's helpful to actually implement and use the radios in practice to figure out what works and what doesn't, you know, and then figure out what the shortcomings are of certain things. Like maybe it's a shoulder mic that ain't worth a damn and you're getting a lot of feedback, or, you know, a shitty earpiece or whatever. So, you know, you just got to kind of figure some of this shit out by actually using the radios. And a cool way to do that is if you got like-minded people in your area, like close by, like, you know, within a mile or so of you, then if they have a radio, then you guys can start talking over them, you know, on, you know, figure out what frequencies and all that stuff are going to be legal for you. You know, that's up to you. I'm not giving you any kind of legal advice or any of that stuff, but you figure out all that stuff. Or even if it's just something so simple as listening in to like a local repeater or something like that, you don't need a license to do that. But figure out where you stand with the legalities and all that stuff of the radios, and you have to figure that out. Once you figure that out, then it may be a good idea to figure out how you can operate inside of those parameters and actually utilize the radios so that you can see what works and what doesn't work, and figure out all that stuff by actually practicing it. So, but that's just my 2 cents. I'm out of here.